Shalom, Kol Halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to our teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. And real quick, I want to touch on this article. I came up yesterday, but I figured I'll do it today, this morning. I pray be edifying to the hopeful elect. This is franknez.com. All right, it says financial knowledge freedom, and it says massive bank branches in Florida now unexpectedly closed for 2024, and this came out in November 2023. All right, but here we are now in 2024, so it came back up, and it said how these massive bank branches are unexpectedly closing. All right, and we know why. All right, but let's read a little bit of this and grab some scriptures. I ain't gonna make this too long. It says massive bank branches in Florida now unexpectedly closed for 2024, according to fresh data. It's like fresh data from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. It says 3 additional Florida-based Wells Fargo bank branches are scheduled to permanently shutter in 2024, as listed with the most recently updated OCC bulletin for the week ending November 11th. Report Joel Eisenberg. It says it should be further noted that the United States major banks cannot close branches until passing of the minimum of 3 months following their initial OCC bulletin. Listen, so they had to wait, before they can start closing these banks. It says the following Florida-based Wells Fargo bank branches have been added this week to the 2024 permanent closure list. And oh look, they got one in North Tampa, Florida. So, and I'm guessing, I'm sure this is happening, and this is all the banks, but I'm sure this is happening all over America. But I'm in Florida, so they gave me the information on Florida. Let's read a little more. It says Wells Fargo also announced that it is closing additional branches in California soon. There you go. That's the spirit. All right, I just said how I'm in Florida, but then they bringing up California too. It says between 2017 and 2021, 9% of all branches, almost 7,000 locations, shut their doors. So they're shutting these banks down, man. And we know why, which we'll go into that. It says Florida had the 4th most closures of any state, right? So all these states are closing, and Florida has the 4th most. It says CNBC reports that this trend of bank closures may lead to banking deserts, where communities are left without access to a bank or credit union within 10 miles. So pretty much you ain't gonna have nowhere to bank, and that's the goal anyways. All right, because they're getting rid of the banks. They're about to change this currency. Money is going to be, or cash is going to be, a thing of the past. It says several studies have shown these communities are more likely to use non-traditional and high-fee lending options such as payday loans and check cashing services, which increases financial inequities, and ends up widening the wealth gap. Right. So the wealth gap is widening. All right. Let's grab a few scriptures though. I don't got a lot of time. Let's go right to it. It says Amos chapter 3 verse 8 or verse 7. It says surely the Lord YAHAWASHI will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. Right. So we see the prophets know. Matter of fact, let's go up to 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh have not done it? So, hey, the trumpet has been blown. You have been warned. We told you what's coming. All right? And it says, surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. So the prophets know what's going on. Okay? Because they're about to establish this MOTB. Okay, they want to bring out this MOTB, which means the currency is about to change. They're about to move the goalpost. They're about to flip the script. Drake talking about money and getting the bag. Well, that bag ain't gonna mean shit soon, man. The bag gonna be worth less than a roll of toilet paper very soon, because they're about to flip the script. They're about to change everything up. On the NLT, it says, indeed, the sovereign Lord never does anything until he reveals his plans to his servants, the prophets. And started with our head elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down. we see what's going on, and we told you that these banks were going to close and they're going to bring in this new currency, man. It's going to go digital, and then after that they want to put it inside your body, all right, which is that MOTB, okay, the CHIP, all right. And when that happens, there's going to be no more need for a bank. Ain't no more need for a bank to go to cash out. Also, these ATMs are disappearing. Okay, ATMs are disappearing because there ain't gonna be no more cash. Cash is gonna be obsolete. All right, this is Bible prophecy. Genesis chapter 47, verse 13. And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine. And that's what's coming to America, a famine. Okay, you got inflation turning into hyperinflation. Everything is going up. Hey, there's a food shortages. You know, so pretty soon there's going to be a famine. Okay, and America is modern Egypt. Okay, spiritually modern Egypt. It says, verse 15, and when money failed in the land of Egypt. Okay, like I said, America is modern Egypt, and the money is going to fail in this Egypt too. Okay, and that's why they're telling you that they're closing these banks, because they see what's coming. They know what's on the horizon. This money that we're using every day is going to fail. Okay, your credit cards and your cash it's all going to be useless very soon. It says, and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth. And that's what you're gonna do. You people gonna go right down there to your your governments, to these FEMA centers, and say, hey, give us, give us, a way to, a way to eat, and they're gonna introduce you that charagma. All right. It says, and Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail, right? Because you're gonna have to sell everything, your cars, your houses, everything. You're gonna have to sell all these things just to get, something to eat very soon, bro. This shit about to get real. All right, and you got, this is all happening on the cusp of them talking about making teaching the Bible a crime. Talking about they can give you life in prison in Canada. They'll give you life in prison for hate speech. So we see these scriptures playing out, man. All right, very clearly, very plainly, and it's not hard to see at this point. All right. It says, and Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail. And the money's going to fail. It's inevitable. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year, right? So it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like, you're gonna have to sell everything. There's a video out there called How It Ends or something like that, and the guy goes into that. He said how, just for this particular family and other families, but he was narrating for one family, to survive they had to sell everything they had. They had to sell the boat, the motorcycle, the cars, eventually the house, and and then her daughter started selling her ass. Hey man, it's about to get real. So let's go to the scripture, which you already know. All right. And the prophet's been telling you this. If any camp is telling you that, the MOTB is not it's not the CHIP, okay, the RFID CHIP, then they are false prophets. Beware and run. It says, Revelation chapter 13, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You're going to be ostracized from society. If you don't bow down to this new world order and this man's plans, guess what? You're out of there. Okay, you are out of there. There is gonna be no way for you to, get food and water and eat and keep a roof over your head if you don't bow down to this man's system. Okay, unless the Lord is with you. The Lord's gonna have to be with us. He's gonna have to be the one to feed us. All right, because we ain't taking that shit, man. Through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, Lord willing, we don't take that damn charagma. Okay, and that's why we do what we do. So the Lord can keep us from this hour of temptation that's coming, because everybody's gonna be tempted when this money fails, and your cash is no more, your savings is gone. A lot of people are gonna be tempted to just get with the program. It says, And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So this is what's going to replace those banks. Okay, they're going to have they're going to set up stations, and it might be at these banks. They might set up a little tent in the front of it, your old bank, and say, hey, yeah, I know this bank's closed, is all boarded up, but right here in front of this bank, we're gonna have a tent set up where you can come in here and get this implant. All right, you got Elon, doing his thing with the Neuralink. So, hey, prophecy is being, set. Okay, everything is in motion. The vision is yet for an appointed time, and we starting to see this vision speak. Okay, it's starting to become plain. Here's the point. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell without this. Okay, you're not going to be able to buy or sell without this technology, without submitting to this beast system. And this is why the Lord had us out here, started with our head elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, telling you what was coming. Okay, it is inevitable. You cannot sugarcoat it. You can't run. You can't hide. This is what it is. All right, and they said everybody's gonna be forced, to comply with this one way, form, or fashion or another. And if you don't have the Lord with you, guess what? You are gonna be through. A lot of people are going to starve. Okay, so lucky. A lot of people are going to starve. A lot of people are going to have to go without. And if the Lord ain't with you to give it to you, you ain't gonna have it. Trust and believe me. It says Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33, and when this comes to pass, lo, it will come. This is going to come. All right. They putting these articles out. It says, and then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. So you're gonna know who the true prophets were, who the true men of the Lord were, when this time does come, man. Okay. It ain't gonna be about wearing purple and not eating pork. Pretty soon it's gonna be much more than that. So pay attention. Whatever said, I'm going to say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, about the ball. Double honors to our teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us truth and sincerity. Shalom.